Index me. Normally I get off in the evening time at 6 o'clock. I come from West Paces Ferry Road from Windy Hill. Most of the time you get off, if you know you come around the perimeter, state troopers are all the way out between the interconnector of 75 to exit 14 and 17 coming Peachtree Street going into the graded curve. Yep. So I tested my waters with a state trooper first. So I said, let me see if this works. I knew he was sitting on the outer bank wall, so I came back. I intentionally came past him doing 75, got his attention. He came up beside me. When he came up beside me, he didn't put his lights on then. He put his lights on me after he got beside me. He said, he knew I did intentionally. He looked at me, and I speeded up again. So he put his lights on, and I pulled over. So he came to me. This is what I did. This is what I got this in my hand. So when the officer came to me, I had already had this on the dashboard. And I don't give them no reason to pull their firearm out, because a lot of the officers think when you reach in your pocket, they'll pull their firearm out. So I pulled out and had all my paperwork to him, and I handed it to him like this. And I gave it to him, like he said, you know why I pulled you over? I said, yes, sir. But you know the reason why I speeded up for you to stop me also, don't you? He said, what you mean your mouth said I speeded up? Because I need you to go run this, go back to your squad car and make sure that I'm legitimate assistant, because I got index. So I didn't need you to take it. Go back there and run it and make sure it's straight. You bring me back my ID. So he looked at me like I was crazy. So he came back.
His insurance policy and everything is right here.
So he came back to the car. He said, you free to go, young man. He said, but don't make this no habit. I told him, well, I said, okay, well, I just want to make sure I was straight in the system. So I did it with them.
That's cool. I ain't never heard.
All right, so the second time I did it, I say, okay, since it's in the system, I say, I saw a red dog at the west end coming through the light right there when you come up on the rear of the railroad track, and I speeded through the intersection and made the red dog put me on. They had on the green jumper with the gun. One came to this side of the car, and one came to this side of the car. So this officer came here. I had my hand where you can see it, and I reached in and grabbed my stuff, handed it to the officer. I said, you can step back. I didn't need you to go run this and make sure I'm straight. This done had me before the state troop, but I didn't want to make sure you got on your squad car the same way. He went back there and came back about 60 seconds, had my ID. Why are you doing this? I said, I just want to make sure I got credibility. The state trooper stopped me. Your city police officer stopped me. I'm good. Each point. I didn't want to make sure I'm in there. I got total sovereignty. All about your business. Thank you.
Hey,
now,
proof.
I did it for the last time, and Joanne started getting on me.
Yeah, we was talking. We talking. He tell her we talking
I
now.
went by the Carroll County Jail where they all we getting on duty to come out. I speeded through the light, going towards South Half. They came in and I kept speeding up. I slowed down and pulled over and handed the officer my stuff. The last time, put my hand on my seat. The officer went back there and ran. He said, you know, I'm gonna give you a ticket. So when they tried to give me he said, I'm gonna give you one. He wrote me a warrant ticket, and he said, you free to go. That was it.
Yeah. So y'all, that's a testimony for you. See what I'm saying? Now I done told many people I done got stopped 15 times. I got 4 to 5 tickets. I don't pay no tickets. I don't pay a ticket. We're not supposed to be in their courts. We don't have to worry about none of that. Because we on the do not detain list. And thank you, Charles, for sharing that point.
I had my ticket thrown out when I took the warning that he gave me. I went to court, I had them thrown out.
Oh, okay. You went in there and had him take it out. Now, he went to court. Now, just to share with you, that's what he did. He didn't know that you didn't have to. We don't have to be in their courts. No. We have diplomatic immunity. We don't even have to go there. So now I want Mercedes to come up and share the story that she just got through sharing since the last time we was here as well. So I'm just sharing this with y'all. Listen, this is real. We've been trying to share this for years. This is real. For anybody who believe it, is on you. Who don't believe it, is on you. If you want to get help, everybody here is going to get a POA form, not only for themselves who want to get indexed, because we're going to help you on the witnesses, because you still going to turn in your own information. You still got, right now, everybody got to turn in their own information at this point in time. But, come on, Mercedes. Let them know tell them what happened.
The first time I got pulled over, it was during COVID when nobody was supposed to be out. And I was going to the farmer's market. A lady started talking to me for about an hour, so I parked somewhere. And somebody called the police on me because I was parked for so long. And so the police pulled me over and said my insurance or my tag. They came up with all kinds of excuses. And I was like, no, here's the proof, here's the proof. They just wanted to give me a ticket, so it's not just men.
Right.
So it seemed like we talked for a whole hour. But as soon as he went to check out my license, he came back, apologized profusely.
Yes.
And say, oh, are you lost? I'll show you how to get there to the farmer's market, blah, 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 blah. Happened the same way to everybody. The second time I got pulled over, I was driving with this couple, and I didn't even know the guy didn't have a license. But I said, well, you guys are protected because I've been indexed, so nothing can happen to you. You cannot go to jail. Well, how about 5 minutes later, just like your story, the police pulled up and said, you're driving real crazy. And turned out the guy didn't have a license. They were getting ready to handcuff him, and I said, no. I said, they're with me. Check out my license, please. I kept telling them that. Check out my license. I'm serious, this guy was on his way to jail. He said, okay, I'll look at it, but, if your license is okay, I'm going to have you driving. So he looked at my license, came back, apologized, did not handcuff him, did not give him a ticket. He said, go about your business, you with her, and I want you to drive. So he let me drive. I said, sure.
See that?
It works.
Yeah.
It works.
Did they get indexed after that?
After that, they did. After that, they did.
Yeah.
But you don't have to break the law to find out. It will. You're protected.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't even have your paperwork and you're already protected.
That's what I'm saying.
I have indexed people, and 2 days later they are indexed. I talked to Shelly on the phone, and Shelly said they're indexed, but they can't always get to you because this is a global thing.
Right.
I'm serious. It's 198 nations. It'll take a while for you to get your paperwork.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Peace.
Thank you, Mercedes. Thank you. But see, thank you. So these are incidences and these are testimonies. It's real. It is real. So, and what it is, see, we've been living in the satanic system for so long, in the New World Order for so long, when the other part of the New World Order is all part of the same conglomerate. A lot of people don't understand. When it says the name, the number, and the mark, see, that mark is still a part of that system, which is the Roman Empire. That mark is what people are getting now, what people are calling the jab, as far as I'm concerned. That's the jab. To me, that's why they try to get everybody to get it. So that's one point, because a lot of people, some people know about the nanobots or the nanogene, or however you want to call it.
Nanotechnology.
The nanotechnology. This is how they are getting people now, and so many people are so scared. They're scared. They're allowing themselves to be taken in by, number one, what? The media. And the people are not doing the real research or the regular research or the research that they need, and a lot of these so-called physicians and doctors and nurses that's in that field are going by what they're told because they want to get a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Come on up here, sister. There's another sister over here that was telling us, if you don't mind coming up, that they have mandated in New York. And I want her to share some information about that, just so people know what's going on compared to where we're at right now.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Donna.
Hi, Donna.
I'm Princess's daughter,
Oh,
and I live
hi.
in New York. I'm a nurse.
Yes.
And I was told I haven't taken the vaccine. When I come back to work, I probably will be terminated because I am not taking the vaccine.
Oh my goodness.
Because now it's mandated. Hospitals, nursing homes. I have two daughters that are also nurses. One works in the OR, one works as a dialysis nurse. And we may not have jobs.
Wow. Wow.
Because it's being mandated and you have to do it. I called my union yesterday, my union rep called me back and she was like, Donna, if you know you're not going to take it, then put in your resignation. Because at least if I resign,
let them fire you. Make them fire you.
They're not going to give you any benefits from unemployment. Unemployment is not kicking in. No.
That's not the point. That's what you do that. You can actually sue for something.
Right.
Well, file a
Yeah,
claim.
you can sue them. You'll have a whole case. Did you index yourself?
I'm going to do it now. This is why I'm here.
Yeah.
I just have to come down to visit my mom.
Wow.
See how it coincidence
My
is?
kids
Right.
Now, what I want to say, you see how the creative work?
Yes.
She happened to be here at this time for this to happen.
That's right.
You know?
But look, when we came Princess was she was in
She
a,
was shaking
in a
before. When we
fit.
got
She was like,
I don't want. I'm gonna go and sell this and go to the woods. Princess, the owner. Thank you, Donna.
And then
Thank
her
you,
daughter
Donna.
comes this year.
And Donna comes this year.
Yes, to get in.
Now you see how things work. See, you got to understand when the Creator is in the mix. You got to understand when the Father, when the universe, as some people want to say, is in the mix. You got to understand when things are happening, when the energy is flowing. You know what I'm saying?
And the timing.
And the timing, it said, how I say, when the energy flows, there was something go. I forgot about that. But this is where we are. We are here, and I've been saying this before I even left Atlanta. Time is now, and that should be my cliche at the end of my post, on all my posts. And I don't even know what made me start saying it before I left. I said, time is now. Time is now. I put that on, time is now. And that just came to my spirit, and I've been saying it ever since. But before I even left Germany, my slogan was, before you look at others, look at yourself. Think about what you do before you do it. Juice Production. That's my Juice Production's logo. Yeah. And be truthful, how I had it was this. The Juice logo, Juice, the j.p.5, and then they said, before you look at others, look at yourself. Think about what you do before you do. But I had it in the mirror. I had it backwards where you had to look at it in the mirror. And I had some people actually look at it in the mirror and read it, and you can see their whole face change, like talking to themselves. So things is going on, things is happening, and things is going on, and time is now. So what I'm gonna do is, the credentials that you need. I'm gonna tell you now, but it's in the information that's in the post. Just want to share with you the credentials you need before we start any questions that we can answer. I'm not gonna say we can answer everything because we're only members of the Universal World Court by association being indexed. We're not in the judgment seat. We're not in the courts like that to give you that information. Right. But we can only give you what we know from where we stand and what we have experienced. Yeah, we have the power. We have the power to give them the information for you to be indexed. Right, because all we're doing is collecting the information, but now all you're doing is sending in your information because what you need is a color copy of your birth certificate, social security card, and your ID card. You just need a color copy. You don't send in the original. A color copy of your birth certificate, social security card, and ID card. You remember when our parents used to say that I brought you in this world, I'll take you out. That same thing that brought you into this system is what's going to take you out. So you're going to need your birth certificate, social security card, your ID card, the POA form, which is the power of attorney, which we're going to share today, and also in this post, if you go in there in the post and you try to get the information off the post, it's going to send you to my email, and then I'm going to send share. It's going to come back to you because we did it today. Yeah. And many people have done that. I was wondering what was going on, so I put share, and I see then it said I shared the document with the people who emailed me. So you're going to need those three plus the POA form, 2 copies, or shall I say 2 pics of a passport, like a passport pic, a little small, 2 of those, and so one more thing, a police report. Now before, when the COVID situation was going on, you don't need your birth certificate, social security card, and ID card, and we would email the information in. Now people have to index themselves by sending in this information and also having a police report, because we don't want real criminals in. When I say criminals, if you got a felony or anything, for anything, I'm going to say this right now, because as long as we know you haven't did a real crime, which is murder, murder someone, damage someone's property and try to not pay, something like that, or just mainly a real crime. So all you have to do is index yourself. Send in the information, get a background check, police report, whatever. That's a part of the document, and one of the documentation, the brother that does the documents for indexing was supposed to be here today. He was supposed to be coming, maybe something happened. He was supposed to come yesterday as well. I haven't heard from him, but his name is Brother Wilson. I'm just going to say that. He does the documents, so actually I can help you send in also the information called the contract control number. This is going to be the number, because he made it way easier for the Universal World Court to get your contract control number a lot easier or quicker. Because once you see on here, let me see that first page, baby, or the one with the number on it. Or one with the John Doe, either or. Okay, this one right here, This one right here has the contract control on. You can't see it usually in red. I had it all printed out in black and white. But right here you see the information. It says contract control number. After it gives you the jurisdiction, notice of foreign judgment, foreign registration and index, and then it gives you the information. Then right here it says contract control number. You'll get your own individual. This right here, huh? Okay,
That's
what
the real one right
you got it? Okay,
it in red?
Charles.
Yeah. Okay.
Charles, he got it. He got the one in red on this. Matter of fact, everybody get emailed the
It's an
information,
authentic
or
document,
they'll
and it
sign,
has a
they'll send it
contract
in now
control
by
number.
they'll mail it in to you,
It has
either
to
or.
have that.
But the point is, everyone will receive a contract control number. That'll be your contract control number that you will use because you may have for your QSIS or your funds may be behind it. Yes, bro.
You know, in London where I grew up, I knew lots of people with diplomatic immunity, yeah?
Okay.
The Arabs, the Africans, some of them, they work for the consulate. and all
Yeah,
that.
come over, we can hear you if you don't mind, unless you want to say it from back there.
They work for the consulate, yeah?
You work for the
And
consulate.
some of these people, now I'm going to say to everyone, just because you're a diplomatic immunity, you have it. That doesn't mean that you can commit a bunch of crimes.
That's what we're saying now. That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
That's what some of these people used to come into London and do.
Commit crimes.
Rape girls, commit crimes, and then they just
Yes,
leave. And
that's
they
a
get away
different
with
kind
it.
of diplomatic immunity.
So
though.
we have to make sure we're responsible with this stuff.
And but that's what we're saying now, bro. Whoa, whoa.
Administrator that you heard talking, she said, we're not gonna back you up if you commit a crime.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what she
You
said.
can't go with
So-
it. You
so-
can't go
Diplomatic
with it.
community is simply you're using it for if they come with any. I'm from Jamaica. If they come with any fuckery, you just show them your card.
But hold on. See, but hold on. See, listen. See, but hold on. Right. But see, the difference is this. If y'all heard what Shelley was saying, see, and just like you were saying, that's what people did under the corporation.
Yeah,
And
they
even though
weren't
they was
allowed to
diplomatic
do that.
immune under the corporation,
Right.
this is the Father's law we're going by now.
Cannot.
So when you go by according to the law, when I say law, I'm talking about the commandments, the laws that's put
Laws
out
of the
here.
land.
You just said it.
Yeah.
There's only a few laws. You know, property damage.
Property, property, murder,
Yeah,
and things.
That's God's law.
That's
You cannot
it.
do that.
Yeah,
That's
you
it.
can't supposed to do that.
You know
So
what I'm saying?
this is what you're not covered under. You're covered under, and like I was saying, the people, the only ones that will not be able, I'm just gonna say, if you cause you gotta have a background check. So they're gonna get all that, and you got to send it in registered mail. So you have to. So now this is how people are getting themselves in index. So when we say indexing, it's all about sending in information in order for them to process you, so you can be indexed into the new system or into the new world government that's building in the earth right now. And there's a parallel, and this is what I'm going to share with y'all according to prophecy as well. There's a parallel world going on right now. You got the righteous and you got the wicked. And when you read the Bible, you see it talks about this doom and gloom and stuff like that. That's for the wicked. That's for the wicked.
That's not for the right.
And the ones that's for the righteous, he said he loved you. He said, many gonna fall out your right side, many gonna fall on your left side, but it should not hurt thee or harm thee. This is for the righteous. But the Father only knows your heart. The Father knows if you're righteous or not. So it's a lot of people dying in the streets right now because Jacob trouble is going on.
Excuse me.
Yeah, boy, you.
He said,
You know,
Oh, my
what's
bad.
sad about this though? What's really
It's
sad
all
when I
right.
come here and hear this is how many of our people are dying
That's right.
because they're not indexed.
No, it's not only because, but hold on. It's not only because they're not indexed. Let me share this with you because it talks about Jacob's trouble as well. But it's not only because they're not indexed. Number one, we got to understand, if you are of the Father, your time is going to come when the Spirit hits you. But also, you're protected. You're protected until you get indexed, until everything, you know what I'm saying?
I know that.
Yeah, I know you know what happened when you was in Puerto Rico, right?
What happened?
You told me your story.
Puerto Rico.
You come on up here and tell your story about Puerto Rico,
Yes,
brother.
please, I'm going
Now,
there.
he got a story too.
And I'm
He got it.
from
Now I'm just
Spanish.
saying, this brother. Now me and him. This I don't know if I'm second or third time me, but we ain't see each other in a minute. But he was in Puerto Rico. Brother Raphael connected me with this brother, and we was in. I was planning on. I checked out. I'm telling y'all something. I plan on doing a surprise trip with my baby. I'm gonna take her to Puerto Rico. Y'all was there. Y'all, we didn't get a chance to hook up, but I was gonna take her over there by surprise. She didn't know I was getting everything set up. And then that matter of fact, When we came here last time to do the index, and was around the time I was thinking about taking her to Puerto Rico after we got back home. But y'all ended up coming. But
Well, go to Belize. Puerto Rico.
okay. But tell me the story. Get right in the camera. Make sure all three of them see it.
So,
Go ahead, my bro.
we're in Puerto Rico.
Let them know who you is, bro.
And we're in the town. My name is Camos. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I won't give you my slave name.
That's all right.
No, we don't want it.
I want you to say
We're
that.
in Puerto Rico. We just went on the highway. We're staying in a city called Aquadia. Aquadia. How you pronounce it? Aquadia. And we just got on the expressway from Aquadia, and this cop on the left-hand side of us rode up on us, and she had the baby in her hand in the car. Now we were it was all a family just going out and like a little stroll. Where were we going to plant some food or something? Yeah. And he stopped us and was just aggressive. Came to the car with his hand and his gun, and the holster was open. So I said, hold up. Why you come to the car with your hands and your gun? What, you're dealing with some criminals here? You know? And my partner, the Baggio, said he knew a lot of the laws, and he quoted to him anyhow. Because a long story short, they pulled him out the car like he was Reddington, and they drove off with him, and they didn't give a damn about my baby in no car seat. They was just wanting to lock a nigger up. Yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, the law. But by the time I got to the police station, they had him handcuffed and stuff. I literally, you can ask her, I cussed everybody out. Everybody out. And they let him out in an hour with no charges because there was nothing to charge him for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing. So I can tell you this. They just wanted to detain a Negro. As I said, catch a Negro by the toe. That's what I told them. That's what it is.
That's what it
And they
was.
rode up with him. Can you imagine? We're sitting here with the baby in the car, right?
The
main thing was the baby,
Yeah.
right? And they drove off with him in the car. They had
didn't even
squad
care about
cars,
the baby.
7 of them.
What?
Yes.
A lot of them,
A lot of them, yeah.
And that's one of the altercations. The other
Yeah, we had an altercation where in the park. They want us to put on a face
mask.
mask. This was the National Guards, and we told them no, point blank.
Everybody kept on coming.
Yeah.
Like, we
don't consent to that. And they all went away. They all went away. They just did not argue with us.
This
So-
is in where
Yeah, in Puerto Rico.
That's in Puerto Rico.
You must know that the Creator is with you
Yeah.
always.
You must
And when
know.
you stand your ground,
There you go.
They know who you are.
Right.
Listen, we are 9.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, our
We're
DNA is
on a
9.
Right.
That's
On a
complete.
9
Mhm.
There are
That's right.
6
Yeah.
incomplete.
Right.
Okay? Understand.
Ooh,
We
see,
are
I'm talking
power.
about the
Yeah,
God.
we are
right.
power. Listen, have you ever heard of Marcus Garvey?
Yes.
Well, I'm to the 150,000 power.
Okay.
People see me around here that people don't know me. I'm quiet, but I'm like a missile.
Hey, that
You
was
understand?
Missile.
That's why I don't play.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of cops. I'm not scared of their lights. I don't care who you are. I don't care. There's one over there. I don't care.
That's right.
Okay?
Right.
They don't worry me. You can
Now-
ask her.
Now tell them, how long have you been indexed? That you know or that you can remember?
I think about maybe 7 years ago, I indexed. I'm not sure. I was going through the process, right? But I'm not sure if I am, and that's why I'm here today. I'm hopefully, when you go into the system, you might see I'm there because you can ask her. Police stop me all the time, and I'm like, yes, officer.
You in the system.
How can I help you?
Right.
And they'll take, you from England? I'm like, so what? If I'm from England, why are you detaining me? What do you need?
Right. What can I help you
Understand?
with?
Why are you detaining me? Well, you broke the stop. So I'm like, you broke the trap. I said, no, I didn't. You're lying. Why are you lying on me? You know?
Mm-hmm.
You know? So I'm always, even when I was in England and there was no index, that's how I approached the police. And they never gave me no war. You just have to be sure of yourself.
That's it.
Hey,
Know
now,
what
if the
you
cops
stand.
stop you, hey man, you motherfucker, you're going like that, then you're gonna get shot.
Yeah.
But you see, when you open your mouth intelligently,
That's it.
they're gonna back off. In New
That's
York,
right.
she was with me in New York, right? And they stopped me, and one came on the side where my son was in the back with a gun,
Oh
and
my
the other,
goodness.
yeah. And they say, again, I'm speeding. It wasn't true. So I gave them my British license. I said I wasn't speeding, yeah. And I said, you know, how can I help you? And he said, well, you know, your license out of date. So already I know I wasn't under their jurisdiction because I have a British license. So I said, okay, give me a ticket. Let's be on our way. Did he give me a ticket? No.
No.
You know? No. And he said, she had to drive. I drove down the road. I said, you get back to the passenger side, and I'll drive. I'm scared. Listen,
That's right.
these people, they work for us.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
They are indentured servants. That's what they are. I'm not scared of the cops.
Same here.
When you are here being scared of the cops, that's when you're gonna get shot.
Yeah.
Like dogs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's how you get shot.
They dogs.
Come on, we appreciate you, bro. But like, you gotta remember what he just said. He put the information here, but he didn't know it's processed,
Yeah,
bro.
it's most probably processed because
It's processed.
I said to her all the time, why are these cops not messing with me? You know,
Why?
you know.
No, you don't. No pay. You don't have to pay tax, none of that. Matter of fact, she just read that. She just read that in the document. Now, we don't let it be known. Well, we don't talk to her. Yes, sis.
I want to ask, does indexing apply to, okay, so for, like insurance for, okay, so we travel and whatnot, and now they're saying like to go to certain places you have to take a test. Can you get over basically saying that you're indexed to not take a test and enter in their country? Like right now, like they're saying it for Puerto Rico and different places like Jamaica. However, I know that when the last time we traveled, we went to Puerto Rico. They were saying that we had to either take a test or quarantine. So we opted up for quarantine, of course, but they don't know that we're not quarantined. However, now, like, the new thing is, like, you have to, like how they're saying, you have to wear
That's what they
masks,
say.
you have to
Right.
do this. So I want to know.
Now on that note, I can't say yay or nay what happened. No, I haven't. But what I always say is this: what we haven't given just yet. My baby may have given it, but go to the website sovcpr.com. SOV like sovereign.
I put it up.
Yeah, SOV CPR like what's they can say, baby?
Cardiopulmonary resuscitation.
Okay, now I like the way she said it, 'cause I get stuck. So